Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Yaugal's tutorial. So this is the second part on emerging technologies in internet and networking. So already we have discussed part 1 section and already have uploaded on my YouTube channel. If you have not gone through those videos, you can go through the video and you can understand it in a better way. So the link for the video I am going to specify in the description section. Kindly go through it. So without wasting much of our time, let's start the video. In this session, you will be learning what do you mean by networking and communication, what are the basic components of computer network and what are its types. Networking and communication, it is a field which including the analysis, design, implementation and use of local area network or a wide area network, and sometimes we use mobile networks which links computer like devices together to make a establishment of a communication. So this is what networking and communication we can simply call it as, wherein which data communication can be simply defined as it is the transmission of digital data between two or more computers. So whatever the data we are going to exchange within the computer network, it will be in the digital form so that a computer can transmit those data and computers can able to receive those kind of data. In this figure you might have observed one computer sends data to many computers. So it is not compulsory that data communication must happen between two computers, but at least a minimum of two computers are required, even more than that also possible. Have a glance on what are the basic components of computer networks. Without these components, we cannot establish a computer network, we can say. Those components are nothing but web servers, web clients and transmission media, which might be connection oriented or sometimes it might be connectionless oriented. What do you mean by web server? A web server is a machine which is having the capacity to execute server side applications. So we are implementing server side applications by making use of certain programming languages. These servers functionality is it has to accept the requests which are coming from the client machine, it has to process it and it has to generate a proper response to the client. What do you mean by client? Client is a machine which is having the capacity to execute client side applications. By making use of these client side applications, user is going to raise a request to the web server. For example, we may use certain web browsers. Web browsers are nothing but the best example for client side application. By making use of these web browsers, a user is going to send a request to the web server and web server it will accept that request and it is going to generate the proper response to the client. And whatever the response generated by the web server, the client machine has to accept it and it has to display it to the user. So this is the working mechanism of a server and a client in the computer network, we can say. And how these data is going to transfer, how these request and response is going to generate by making use of a transmission media. So these transmission media are nothing but the channel for the communication, we can say. These communication channels might be connection oriented or sometimes it might be connectionless oriented. What are the types of a connection oriented transmission media? We may use a twisted pair cable, or sometimes we may use OFC, optical fiber cable, and also sometimes we may use coaxial cable. Depending upon the computer network what we are going to implement, depending upon that we are going to select these transmission media. Regarding these, we have already discussed in a previous video. And sometimes we may use connectionless oriented medias also. For example, we may use Bluetooth, or sometimes we may use infrared technologies. Sometimes we use wireless devices. We are making use of Wi-Fi. So satellite based communication. These are nothing but the best example for connectionless oriented transmission media. Try to understand what are the types of a computer network. There are basically three major types of a computer networks we can say. Those are nothing but a LAN, MAN and WAN. LAN is called as a local area network, MAN is called as a metropolitan area network, and WAN is called as wide area network. Let us see one by one how it works. Now let us try to understand what you mean by local area network. So this network is best suitable for small geographical area coverage. Assume that I want to specify the communication, or I want to establish a communication between the computers which are residing at the same building or at the same campus. At that time, the best suitable computer network is LAN. If we look into the advantages, LAN is a private network. No outside regulatory bodies can control this network. It is entirely private network. So whoever the users which are connected with this network can access the data. No outside regulatory body or no outside person can have access to this network. If we compare the operating speed is higher in LAN. If we compare the operating speed with MAN and WAN, the operating speed of LAN is high. And here we can share a common resources. Assume that we don't have multiple printers here. I am having only single printer. Yes, that printer can be shared within the LAN, so that some other systems which are interconnected with this network can access the printer resources. Similarly, suppose if we are having a file server, mail server or print server, we can share these common resources among the systems which are interconnected within this network. And to establish a communication in this network, we are using a certain connection oriented transmission media such as twisted pair cable. Simply, it is also called as LAN cable or Ethernet cable. We are using this kind of a cable to establish a communication. If we look into the disadvantages, the initial cost of installation of this network is high, because as it requires Ethernet cable and it requires some of the IO ports, so initial cost of investment is high here, and it does not offer good privacy, because here anyone can access, or local area network admin can access our confidential data. So it is not going to implement the privacy for this network, and there might be chances of unauthorized user access. Any user can access the data which is available or which is shared within the network very easily. So unauthorized user access is also possible within this network. So this is regarding local area network. The next computer network is MAN, Metropolitan Area Network. Assume that I want to cover a large geographical area if we compare with a LAN. Assume that I want to provide a connection between the entire city or town. Then this network is suitable to establish a connection among those systems. So in this figure you can observe we have implemented LANs within different premises, and we are going to interconnect those local area networks through MAN. So to make establishment of a connection, here we are going to use certain transmission medias like coaxial cables or optical fiber cables to establish a connection among these network. And it is going to offer the faster communication, and bidirectional data transmission is possible, because here we are implementing a dual bus which provides or which is going to support bidirectional data transmission among the network. If we look into the disadvantages, it requires more cable, because as it has to cover a larger geographical area, so it requires more cable to establish a connection among the networks. and it is not secure. Hacker may access our data very easily here. We cannot specify or we cannot implement security for the systems or networks within man. So this is regarding man. The next major computer network is WAN, Wide Area Network, which is going to spread almost all geographical area. There is no limitation for establishing this kind of a network. Suppose I want to specify the connection between multiple cities, towns, states, countries, regions, continents. Then this network is the best suitable network to establish a connection among these regions. It works by using radio transmitters and receivers technology. We may call it as a satellite based communication. To establish a connection among the networks, we are using a certain network hardware devices here. Mainly we can use hubs, switches, routers, laptops, mobile phones, computers, tablets, etc. If we look into the disadvantages of a WAN, the initial setup cost of this network is very high because we need to cover a large geographical area, we need to purchase certain network hardware devices. For this, we need to invest a lot of money. It requires skilled technicians and also network administrators to manage our network online. There might be chances of more errors because of usage of different technologies within the network. I may use one operating system, my friend who is residing in other network, he may use a different technology. At that time, there might be chances of errors. And internet is insecure form of a communication channel, we can say, which is going to offer hackers to hack our confidential data very easily. So it offers lower security, we can say. To avoid this, we can implement security measurements or we can use antiviruses to secure our system which is connected to the internet. So this is regarding wide area network. I hope you have gained more knowledge by watching this video. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.